Hello, everybody. Got to make sure I stream to the right group. I realize I might not have. No, I think we're good. So today I just wanted to come on and briefly talk about why polarity tends to go to hell when a man and a woman have a child together. The reason why is because polarity is so much easier uh, without children. It really is. Um, Especially during the dating phase, right? That's really obvious that the polarity is so built in. But even living together, right? Even living together without children, it's relatively straightforward, right? Of course, there's lots of really depolarized relationships of men and women even before there's children. But I hate to tell people this, couples this, but it's going to get so much worse for you if your relationship is already depolarized before you have children. It's going to become a nightmare when you do have children. I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but that's the case. Of course, you can do something about it, right? You can empower yourself to make sure it never gets to that point. The reason it gets difficult is, well, I mean, there's the added stress, right? The added stress of having a child, but much more than that, it's because dealing with a newborn is primarily a woman's job, or at least it should be. Like naturally, that's what makes sense. The woman is instinctually wired to care for, to feed, to nurture that newborn, and the man is instinctually wired to go out and provide, hunt a buffalo, protect and protect the newborn and the mother as best as he can, right? So now we're in a situation where the mother, right, the woman needs a lot more support. And I got to tell you, like men, in case you weren't aware, you should definitely be doing a lot to support a woman who has, if you have a newborn child with her. If you think that polarity is about the woman does everything and you're just going out and working and doing nothing, that's total bullshit. Now, maybe traditionally, back in the day, the woman could do everything, but that's because back in the day, women actually had much better support systems than we do today, right? Intergenerational support systems, the grandmother, aunts, the women coming together to support the mother. Being a mother of a newborn is a fucking challenging job. It's really difficult. So the problem is that the man needs to and should be supporting the mother, and the father needs to be supporting the mother. But the mother is, because of the way things are structured, right? It's very difficult for the man to lead a lot of this, right? Because what's he going to do? Like tell the woman, like, hey, now you need to breastfeed, or like the woman's going to know more, like typically instinctually, and it's just the way it is. And so one of two things are typically going to happen in depolarized relationships. If a woman is not good at communicating her needs, right? Like if she stays, if she's timid, right, as a woman, she will stay silent and she will overburden herself and stress herself out, right? And that's just going to lead to resentment. It's going to lead to irritability. It's not going to lead to healthy polarity. And most importantly, it's going to lead to a burnt out mother, which isn't going to be good for her or the child. And then if she is able to communicate her needs, right, most women will communicate them in a masculine way, especially as a woman. A woman's going to be more stressed in that time period, and will be more short, and can be direct or more blamey. And of course, what's that going to do? A man's not going to be interested in supporting a woman who does that, even if he knows that he should be helping, right? It's like, don't want my woman and my child to be suffering. On an instinctual level, the man's like, I don't. There we go. I'm back. A woman's leadership doesn't have to look like directives, right? It can just be energetically as well. So you can, so a lot of these situations happen where the man starts to really withdraw, at the worst possible time, right? When the woman needs him more than ever. And that's when relationships can really go to hell, right? And that's going to cause a lot of problems for the relationship and for the child. And this is, well, this is part two for me, right, of experiencing being a father with a newborn baby, where it's interesting, right? It's the added challenge where I have to be leading my wife more, because there are sometimes issues where she's not communicating properly in a respectful way. And a lot of this is new, right? Because these are situations that haven't really come up before, and she doesn't even know the way to communicate. And I have to think about it too sometimes. These are just new situations because I want to help with things. I want to help with diapers. I want to help with making sure shit gets done around the house when I'm not working, so that my wife can be less stressed and focused on this stuff. But if a man doesn't know how to lead his woman for communication, leading her into feminine communication, leading her into let going of control when a child is born, and if the woman doesn't know how to, use feminine communication to get her needs met, it's almost definitely going to be a disaster at the worst possible time in a man and woman's life, right? When it's most needed for a man and woman to come together and be a team in this way, it's the most likely time that it's going to go to hell. So you've got to take, before you even think about having children, really focus on learning how to polarize yourself first. Women, learn how to communicate your needs and desires and feelings, and men, learn how to lead a woman into communicating her needs and desires and feelings and problems. Learn how to be proactive, learn how to anticipate a woman's needs, learn how to be a leader in general. It's a lot easier to learn this stuff before you have children than once you have children. It doesn't make it impossible after, it just makes it, you don't need that extra stress of learning the most difficult skill you're ever going to learn in a time period when you're already stressed out from a crying baby, sleepless nights, all of that stuff. You just don't want to deal with that at that time period. So listen, if you're working on learning about communication, right, masculine communication as a man, and teaching a woman feminine communication, and for women learning feminine communication, let going of control, the best way to get started is to join our next masterclass with me, Mark Benet. We're going to be teaching you all about feminine communication and masculine communication, how to lead as a man, let go as a woman, or follow as a woman, and show you what it looks like. Actually do communication role plays with you. Show you, this is the only place we do this outside of our academy program, is show you what this communication looks like, this polarized dynamic looks like, by showing you our role plays. And it's going to really open your eyes to in a way that you're not going to get just from reading books or reading posts in my free group or listening to my videos like right now, right? This is going to really help you. So if you haven't joined, joined our first masterclass, join our second one. It's on May 5th. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in the post on this video. So click the link, book your spot before all the spots are gone. I think there's about 30 spots left out of the 50 available. So book it soon before it sells out again. The first one sold out really quick. This one's probably going to do that as well. So book your spot now. Join us for our 2-hour masterclass and get ready to really learn how to implement this communication in your life so you can make your relationship, your love life, your dating so much better. And definitely do it before you become a parent. And if you already are a parent, you definitely really need this right away to make your life so much easier. All right. Hope to see you on the masterclass. Click that link in the on the post, and I will see you there.